Okay, hello, this is Dr. James, and today I'm going to talk about this interesting circuit, Redstone conveyor belt using sticky pistons that I designed. Now, the idea was that I wanted to just stick a bunch of sticky pistons all together and have one push the other one, and then you could put a block at the end and it could push it way far away, and then when you're done, pull it back and push another block really far away. But there were some problems about that because the sticky piston is supposed to grab onto the block. You see this block? It's kind of cycling back and forth. It'll pull the block back when the piston comes back. But if you have a piston attached to another piston and the pistons retract and the piston in front of it pulls another piston, it will leave the piston that it's stuck to behind, and it won't pull it back. So it caused a lot of problems. It's actually here. I'll show you with a split screen. Well, let's take a tour of the circuit. I had to actually build a really complicated circuit to make the thing retract, and so it's easy to make it advance because you just have a lever here, and the lever will have a bunch of wires that will go to every other piston, because when the first one expands, it will push the piston to this position, and this one will, when you turn that one on, that will expand, and on and on and on, and it will push the pistons out here. So the circuit to make the pistons expand all the way out is very simple, but in order to make it retract, I had to build two different Redstone circuits because you can't put wires right next to each other. And as the piston retracts, it has to go through every single position down the way. And so it has to have a wire connected to it, and you can't put two wires directly next to each other. So I have the wires coming in from either side. And also, you have to kind of cycle back and forth. You have to send these waves of turning the pistons on and off. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a bunch of repeater delays here, and it creates a wave that travels down here, and those waves have to be out of sync. It has to send one down one side, which expands and contracts the pistons to pull them back, and then it has to send one down the other side. And in order to do that, I had to build an oscillator. And so here's my oscillator circuit, where it has basically a bunch of delays, and it goes around this loop here. And then it has a one inverter right here. That's an inverter. So it inverts the signal and sends it around this delay loop. And then I take the signal off of one half, and then one phase of the oscillator, and then I take another signal off the other, and I feed alternate sides of this retracting wave generator. So it's really a pretty complicated circuit. So the first thing I'll do right now, it's in. Okay, so anyway, if we go up here, there's a switch, there are a couple AND gates, so I can disable this circuit down here that creates these delayed waves. If I go up here, and I could put it all on one switch with a knot, but I haven't done that yet. We'll flip that switch, and it will disable both of these gates, and those gates are tied to the oscillator signal over here, and so that turns off both of these delayed waves. See, all the lights are no longer blinking on these delayed waves down here, and the oscillator is still oscillating. And so now our circuit is ready to expand. So what I'll do is we'll start up another player here, and so I can flip the switch, and you can watch the circuit expand. From one point of view, while I flip the switch with the other player. Okay. Okay, so we're in position, and this is the main switch that will make all the pistons expand. And from the top screen up here, we can watch the pistons. And push that, you can see all the redstone circuits excite, and it pushes our block all the way down here. But now the problem is, how do you get it to retract? Let's see what happens when we turn the circuit off. You would hope that it would just pull the pistons back, but it doesn't. It just, even though they're sticky pistons, they can't pull that far. So let's turn on our oscillator circuit here. And we'll start the oscillating waves going down, and it says alternating waves back and forth down. If you watch here, so we got 2 pistons pulled back, now we got 3, and it just keeps on sending these waves down. And as it expands and contracts, it slowly pulls the pistons back one by one until we get them all reset. Okay, you see the alternating waves coming down, the delayed waves. They propagate from the right to the left, and all the pistons are slowly contracting, and it has this piece of block here that's pulling back. So if you had some gravel or something, you could probably push it way down and then drop it off the edge or something. Okay, and so now all the pistons are contracted, so we could, in principle, turn this thing off again and push something else all the way down there. So we turned off the alternating waves, and the circuit's reset and ready to push something else with your conveyor belt. So anyway, this is how that circuit works. A very complicated circuit using a bunch of redstone and delay repeaters and block pushing sticky pistons. And I believe I had to put delays up here too, because if you didn't delay the signal when it was extending the piston, it would have a problem also. So here's the delay signal on the other side. So anyway, this is Dr. James, and thanks for watching.